Now we're gonna start again. Okay. And just no intro. Go, a new game. Go.
Yeah, let's go.
Pretty
Go.
much everyone loves the coast. Clear blue skies above the crystal clear waters of the shoreline.
What sounds alike, right?
Uh,
That's my town in a nutshell.
don't get me
Don't get me
wrong. This
wrong.
is the place
This
to
is
be
a
if you want
place to
slim girl.
be. You want slim girls and curious tourists on the spectrum between those two.
Mhm.
It's a hotspot holiday destination for anyone who wants. Okay, come on. Doesn't.
When all you have is what you've ever known. The beach gradually gets less interesting the more you see it. The constant barrage of skimpy trunks, lacy bikinis, and a culture that embraces its liberal sexuality. I suppose I can see why it's such a big deal for outsiders. Maybe I'm a little spoiled. I guess I'm just a bit of a stick in the mud. School and work always got in the way, you know? Anyway, there's more to life than trying to hook up with everyone in your senior year. I never really found the time to date after graduation, drifting apart from friends who had a different mindset. I see enough of that at home from my libido-driven brother.
Libido.
Is it libido? I thought it was libido.
No, it's libido.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on, we're
sure.
pausing the episode.
We have to stop it for.
We're pausing the episode.
We
How
have to stop.
to pronounce libido.
Do we seriously have to stop?
Libido. I was right, it's libido.
Oh yeah, well, some people say libido.
Well, some people are wrong.
No, actually, some of them are right. It's pronounced however you want to pronounce.
I'm beginning to wonder why I kept setting it in the first place. It feels like every morning I sleep past my wake-up call a little longer. I guess it's pretty easy when... This text is too fucking slow, but the fast is too fast. Oh wait, auto skip.
Man.
Here we go.
Mhm.
Here we go. At 11 a.m., at least I can still consider it breakfast if I get up now. My motivation seems like it's extra low this morning, or this week. Saturday morning and it feels like the middle of the week still.
Mm.
Oh wait, I just remembered. Kobe invited his friends over today. Watching them get all touchy-feely gets kind of weird considering we still share a bedroom. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going to pretend to sleep while they swap saliva. At least he's over at their place most of the time. And if I'm quick, I can dodge a bullet and sneak out of the house before having to say hi. So far so good. No sound of anyone while I was in the kitchen. I can grab a shower when I get back, though I guess I didn't work out when... Wait. Though I guess I still didn't work out where I'm going after the escape plan. I may as well decide on that now. Get cleaned up and hand out more resumes. Put on sneakers and go for a jog. Go for a drive and see if there's anything fun in town. Help out around the house. Relax, chill out, and use the internet. What do you think, Donnie?
Probably. Oh God. Put on the sneakers and go for a jog.
Okay.
I'm probably dodging the.
I'm not going to accomplish anything when I'm content to be lazy at home. Keeping fit is going to give me my energy back. I might actually start waking up before the sun starts to go down. Oh, there's Kobe. Hey, there's my ray of sunshine. You're looking chipper this morning. Damn it, Kobe. Give me a heart attack, why don't you? I didn't even know you were home already. Where the hell are your clothes? Don't tell me you and your boyfriend are already doing it in my bedroom. Hey, that's not very nice. Can't a little brother say good morning? Anyway, it's our bedroom, don't forget. Just 'cause you're in there all the time doesn't mean it's yours all day. Yeah, I guess I get that part, but the only time I see you in there is when you're getting bonked by some dude you just met. Except for me being a little bitter. Or excuse me for being a little bitter. Wait, hold on. I didn't press that.
Skipped
It's,
it.
I didn't press it. I didn't press it.
Oh.
Is he in there now, spent and sleeping like a kitten, I bet? Might need to grab a few things. For your information, it's just you and me at home. That's why I'm just in my underwear. Don't you ever walk around the house naked when you know no one's watching? You do it even when I'm around to see, Cobes. Anyway, yeah, my friend, he isn't here. When's he getting here then? I just want to know how long I have the bathroom to myself before you're being thrown up against the glass. He isn't coming at all. He dumped me this morning via text. Whoa, that's awful, man. What a jerk way to do it. I was wondering, can I spend the day with you? To cheer up, I mean. He seemed like a nice guy from when I met him. I'm sorry, Kobe. You want to hang out? Let me think for a sec. You caught me right when I was about to do something.
It makes sense with Kobe.
Of course. Hey, cheer up, okay? We'll do something fun together, and you can put that douchebag behind you. Well, not behind you. You know what I'm trying to say. I knew I could count on you. You're always there for me. We hardly spend time together these days anyway. Well, you're hardly home. When you're not working, you're crashing at a friend's place. Probably up to no good as usual. If you wanted me around more, you could have just told me. Remember when we used to share a queen-size bed together? You couldn't sleep unless I cuddled up next to you. Come on, that was years ago. Plus it'd be weird now. We aren't kids anymore. Doesn't exactly change much to me. Speaking of sharing beds, is there anyone you've been bringing home? Are they cute? You certainly seem tired when I get home. What? I'm just saying. Don't tease. You know I haven't seen anyone in that way since high school. Even then I never really took my relationships seriously. You don't have to take them seriously to have fun and enjoy yourself. Not getting frisky is probably why you've been so mopey lately. I'm not mopey. Pent up then? It's not that. It's just not working for a few weeks kind of gets me down is all. I'm gonna have to sell some things soon to afford rent. Should have told me you were feeling down. Hey, don't worry about this stuff this week, alright? I'll cover the rent this week for spending time with me. The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for time spent with my stepbrother. I love you, Cobes. It's just seeing you with boyfriends all the time while I can't seem to find anyone for myself gets a little frustrating. Hey, it's no sweat off my back. You've covered my butt plenty of times when you were working. It's a shame you got laid off, though. See, fuck, I didn't press that.
Oh, God.
Couldn't really help that they downsized the whole department. Yeah, it sucks, but you don't like me bringing home friends whilst you're home? I'll stop inviting them if it's going to frustrate you. No, I love it when you're here. It's just, well, I see you, you finished school, you're out of the house most of the time, working and loving life, exploring your sexuality, and here I am back at square one. I was wondering if I should even bathe today. Big decisions. Oh, you're too sweet. You're not that far behind. You just need a Kickstarter. You'll be back on track. And you'll be back on track. I can't really help you out with job hunting, but don't fucking judge me, Danny. I will kill you.
I'm not judging!
But how about you and me going to town tonight and check out the clubs? I could use a fresh start myself, especially after this morning. Yeah, fuck it. Well, I did say I would spend the day with you. What harm could it do? If it gets boring, we'll go to the movies or do something else instead. Awesome. You'll have a ton of fun, trust me. Anything you want to do together in the meantime? I picked the nighttime activity, you get the daytime. Give me a sec to think of something fun. Play a video game, make lunch together, put on a movie, go for a walk, hang out in the bedroom.
I want to say hang on the bedroom, but I feel like this is gonna escalate something.
Well, fucking let's do it. Just like old times. There's probably some funny stuff on the internet we can check out, or you can show me what you've been up to while home. It was the first time myself and Kobe had a dedicated day to each other for as long as I could remember. We seemed to have become distant during high school, and it had kind of stuck that way ever since. Maybe this club thing wouldn't be so bad after all. I hadn't even thought about meeting people outside of work or school for a while. We had an old rule between us. When we had no guests in the house, the bedroom was an underwear-only zone. Considering it was just us, I didn't really think too much of it. He wasn't the type to pull pranks while we were almost naked. He made a fair argument that he was already in his, and I had to get cleaned up soon anyway if we were going to go out. Being mature as always, he began whistling while I undressed. That's a good brother.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think he made the rule just to get a kick out of me stripping. We really had a wide range of whistles too. I guess that's an avian thing to sing and whistle really well. It's fun. It's fun just waiting to hear what he'd come up with I'm like shivering. It's so fucking cold in this basement. It's fun.
Damn.
It's fun just waiting to hear what he'd come up with next when I'm changing. Oh, that was tough. Even if it did make me feel a little like I was performing for an audience. I tried to convince him to use the computer with me, but the chance to play on the bed was too tantalizing for him to turn down. We initially laid side by side, staring at the roof with our arms folded behind our heads, just chilling in our briefs, talking about anything that came to mind. I never thought of Kobe being the type, but he knows a fair bit of trivia, should he ever get the opportunity to share it. Not just movies and games either. I guess he paid more attention in school than I thought. Sure enough, being my brother, we ended up wrestling once we started getting restless. He's deceptively strong for his size, pinning my arms down and getting atop me more than once before I threw him off me and did the same. Not exactly a thing to read too far into, even if this kind of wrestling meant something different if it was someone else in here with him. We eventually called a truce and laid our limbs over each other in an exhausted pile. If we wanted to go out tonight, we had to get ready soon. Hey, can I use the shower now, or are you gonna make me climb in there with you? It's all yours. By the way, what should I be wearing to this thing anyway? Is there a theme? I don't have to wear that, do I? If you want to go in just underwear, I'll be your wingman. Wingman, get it? But really, wear whatever you want. This place has a very flexible dress code. Oh, I forgot to put the voice back on. Take your time and pick out something nice while I'm in there, okay? Hey, on a side note, can I borrow that towel? I didn't bring mine over. Can't you use another one? There's like 5 of them in there. That one's my favorite color. Plus, you're practically dry now anyway. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better swoon me off my feet when I get back. I'll leave the bathroom door open just a sliver in case you need me. I'm sure I can dress myself. Go get cleaned up. We should get going soon. Alright, knowing Kobe, he's gonna be in there for ages. I've got plenty of time to get ready. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to start. What? Do we have clothes now? No.
I don't know.
Yeah, right? We're happy with this, aren't we? Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Achievement bells and whistles, I think. Hey, Virgo, did you move the conditioner? Mine just ran out. Could you Whoa. Do you mind just letting it hang out while you look for an outfit, huh? Well, for reference, if you came up to me like that and asked me out, I'd be all for it. Har har. I know you're not used to getting dressed, Cobes, but you tend to need to strip down to put new clothes on. Anyway, perv bird. I'm sure the club has slightly more restrictions on clothing. Yeah, it sucks. Scary thing is, I can't tell if he's joking or not. I guess it would make it easier to tell a few things about someone. Get back in there and finish up and stop distracting me. Looked like you were admiring yourself in the mirror to me. And where's your towel, Mr. Preachy? Guess I didn't think of that. Anyway, I still need to rinse. I can go change in the bathroom if you're not comfortable around me. You just caught me in an awkward moment is all. Nothing either of us haven't seen before. Saw a new conditioner bottle under the sink. Finish up quick. We shouldn't stand around like all night like a pair of nudists. I'll have underwear at least by the time you're back, I promise. Sounds fair to me. Just don't take forever, or I get to dress you. I better decide on an outfit before he gets back. Okay, I need an outfit that really expresses me. Well, better cut down the options. Male, right?
Identify as a male, yes.
I've been this way my whole life, right?
Yes.
I have. Narrows things down. Now, wardrobe on the wall. Something seasonal, summerwear, shorts and a t-shirt. Something simple, t-shirt and comfortable pants. Skirt or cami, cross-dress. Not leaving without my boots, punk biker. Something a little more eye-catching.
Something simple.
There, you're looking acceptable for the public eye now.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, Virgo. Hey, neat. Well, we're both dolled up. Time to put it to good use. Let's get going then.
As I let go
Fucking
and drive since
flawless
it's
parallax.
on the way. He was such a regular. And had dated one of the bouncers briefly, that we didn't have to worry about waiting in line when we got there. It was one of those clubs. Once the staff knew you, you were fine. Otherwise, you had to be very patient to even see the inside. We drove through the illuminated side of town. The sun now well on its way to setting. Nightlife bustling all around us from the
Night
cars.
file.
Don't you dare!
Night file.
You wanna attack me about my? Fine, you read, you bitch.
Nightlife bustling all around us from bars and the waterfront restaurants. Kobe kept reassuring me that I'd have a blast. I think he could read my nerves pretty easily. I'd gotten myself into this without really thinking it through. What if the club was filled with the type of guys Kobe liked to date? He's not always the best judge of character. He can be way too nice to everyone, and I'm certainly a bit more picky. I suppose, technically he had his long-distance boyfriend to anchor him these days, but he wasn't exactly looking to head home empty-handed. His boyfriend knew what a free spirit he was, and they had some sort of agreement whilst they were apart. Kobe always seemed to find someone who'd take advantage of his carefree attitude, though. On the flip side, I should probably try to be more adventurous if I didn't want to spend all my time trying to okay? Back of the line, kids. If I see another cut in line, you'll be kissing the curb. Hold up, don't you recognize this cutie? Ah, Kobe. Sorry, champ, didn't see you there. You and your friend can come in. Thanks again, big guy. Whoa, that was really cool of him to let us in so easy. I knew you were friends with the bouncers, but I didn't realize it was that close. I met him through my friend Virgins. It's a long story, but let's say he has a soft spot for cute guys. A simple "I did him a favor" would have sufficed. I just appreciate you getting us in. I've never been in a club like this. I wasn't exactly experienced in the club scene at all, honestly, but I didn't want him prodding me about it and psyching myself out. Anytime. Hey, I'm gonna go dance for a bit and hopefully catch someone's attention. If you need me, just come find me. Have fun, explore around. Alright, Cobes, have fun. I'll see you if I get bored. Off he goes, already rocking his hips to the music as he disappears around the corner towards the source of the pulse-quickening beat. I didn't want to smother him or cock-block him if meeting new people was going to cheer him up. I might as well look around and figure out what I'll do from there. Where am I going? Who am I talking to?
I guess talk to the dragon.
Buddy's in there, buddy. There's tweens I gotta deal with. Okay. Guess I'm going in.
Yeah. Interesting.
Cobes. The DJ. Ooh, she's cute. Bartender. Drunk dude. Dancer. Oh, it loops back around. Neat. Secondary stage, it looks like.
I guess we could talk to the bouncer? Or the bartender?
Okay. My hand barely touches the counter before the bartender is right in front of me. From here I can see that his uniform, while dapper, is clearly tailored for the club. His sleeveless vest and cuffed wrists are capped by a revealing tuxedo-styled brief as well. Despite his state of near undress, he seems quite chipper and buffs down the counter in front of me with a rag. What voice should I give this guy?
I don't know.
Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in the town. I'm Jackson. I'll be your beverage artisan this evening. Does that seem okay for this one?
Yes.
Okay. He winks at me before continuing. What can I do for you? Order a drink, ask about the club, flirt, or walk away.
Or a drink.
As I slid into one of the stools, he set a glass in front of me. I think I'd like a drink. What did you have in mind? Something non-alcoholic, something alcoholic, or surprise me.
Surprise me.
Surprise me, definitely. After a moment's consideration, I decided if I was going to try something new tonight, I might as well be adventurous. I put down the drink menu and smiled at the bartender. You know what? Surprise me. His smile lit up immediately, eyes twinkling with a little mischief. Leaning towards me, he whispered in a conspiratorial tone. You absolutely sure? Hit me. I opened my mouth to speak when he leaned forward and pressed a finger against his Cheshire-like grin. Nope, too late. Flicking his wrist to settle his cuffs, he began. His hands slid between the bar, wrist over wrist, and in a single motion he drew out 2 bottles. Flipping both upside down and forward, he poured a shot into each glass. Before flipping them over his fingers like an action movie pistol, setting them down on the bar and releasing them. Next, his hips shifted as I noticed his tail wrapping around the neck of a third bottle, lifting it smoothly off the shelf behind him and letting it roll down the full length of his tail to the small of his back. His right hand snagged the bottle by the neck, bringing it to the front. He gave it a quick shake with his wrist before flipping it over his index finger and setting it down with the others. With another quick hip shift, his tail wrapped around a 4th bottle and launched it into the air. My eyes went wide as almost completely through the arc. He caught the bottle by the neck and held it an inch or 2 above the glass before giving it 2 quick shakes. He tossed the bottle back behind him with a grin as it sailed straight towards his tail tip. While it staked around a bit, the bottle shifted just enough that I could see it slip. Oh no. His expression went from joy to horror as it smashed into the floor behind him. Damn it, that's gonna come out of my check.
Stare in awe.
I sat there, staring my glass for a very long time. I still wasn't completely sure what I had just witnessed. He clearly noticed my dumbfounded expression. You okay there? I snapped out of my shock and nodded slowly. Sorry about that. I'm a bit of a showman and, well, I was excited about trying something new. Probably not the best choice in this situation. Still, I hope you enjoyed the drink. Wait. My hand managed to grab his wrist for a moment as he looked back at me. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Released his wrist and drew it back quickly. Just first time I've been served a drink with such flair. It felt a little awkward. It's alright. Enjoy the drink. No charge. It was an experiment, and I'm just glad you're taking it well. He smiled and walked to check on the other customers. I did notice him keep an eye on me while I picked up my drink. Down it and smile. I tipped the glass back and emptied it with a smile. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea as I felt a little lightheaded. I felt myself rock forward and was about to hit the bar when something cushioned my fall. Blinking, I noticed up to see the bartender with a concerned look on his face and his thick tail under my chin. I wouldn't have poured you that if you had that intention. That's some heavy stuff. He reached over and poured a tall glass of water, setting it in front of me. I admire your machismo, but drink up and just sit right there. You're intending to leave anytime soon. Come back to the bar. You're not driving yourself or anyone else home tonight. I tried to object, but he was firm about it. After the water, I was feeling a little better and decided to walk back into the main room to find Kobe and move around. Oh shit, we're drifting. Okay, now what should we do? Talk to Kobe? DJ? I mean, I guess we still got this lady over here. Oh, wait. That's not a... Oh, wait. Yeah, we can do that. Or this one.
Try her out. Or that guy.
Nope, I already clicked here. There's a brightly colored fox sitting by herself here. She seems bored, her head resting on her palm. I don't see any burps. I don't see anyone else here with her. I guess there's no harm in seeing if she wants some company. Break the ice, clear my throat, kick the table, stare blankly, or leave.
Clear your throat.
I took a perch on the edge of the booth and made a fake cough, followed by an exaggerated ahem. The fox girl jolted in her seat. She was so deep in a daydream, I don't think she didn't even notice me sit down. She so quickly corrected her posture to something more ladylike. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I had a guest. I didn't mean to ignore you. I've just been having a quiet night and was kind of tuning out. What's your name? Virgo. I've been having kind of a quiet night too, so I know the feeling. Let me guess, did you get dragged out here by a friend as well? That obvious, huh? Yeah, sort of got swept along by people's plans, and it was supposed to be my party too. So this was your party? At a place you didn't even like? Yeah, my school friends insisted they treat me and get me out by taking me to a club. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm finished with high school and all. They just like to keep in contact every now and again. Funny ideas. She's the one about to give me a heart attack. I don't see an X on her hand though. Are they bad friends or something, or? No, it's not that. They mean well and all. I just don't really have anything in common with them anymore, I guess. It's not really my thing to go clubbing and get drunk and go hunting for guys and stuff. I was really only friends with them because they were in my classes. You couldn't get out of it? You must have closer friends, right? I have close friends. They just live far away. I talk to them nearly every day on the internet. One of them did want to come see me for my birthday, but she was busy. We met up every few months at these conventions I go to. I'm sorry, I'm probably creeping you out with this dorky stuff, aren't I? No! You're not a dork. There's nothing wrong with having long-distance friends. It's better than hanging out with people who you don't share anything in common with, right? I fucking feel that. I felt that shit.
Bro. Oh my god, that's such a mood.
What do you do when you go to these conventions anyway? Thanks for being understanding. Most people here seem to think I'm weird for all the dorky talk and make an excuse to bail on me. I guess it's just because I'm not really looking to jump on a dick if... Sorry, it caught me off guard. I forgot what I was playing.
If someone so much as flirts with me.
Yeah, if someone so much as flirts with me. Like I said, not really my crowd. God, I'm sorry. I'm pretty bad at these first impression things, aren't I? Kind of more thinking what being here says about me than, like, what I should say to people. Start over. My name's Sky, by the way. Flirty, kindly, or tease her? I don't want to tease her.
Reply kindly.
Nice to meet you, Sky. Don't worry, I'm not really looking for a fling or anything. My junk is... Shut up, Devin. My junk is...
My junk is firmly
You see that, right?
away.
You see that right there? Okay. My junk is firmly locked away, I promise. You're funny, Virgo. Thanks for sitting with me. Who knows how long I'd be sitting here waiting for my friends to finish celebrating on my behalf. I sure can pick them, can't I? Hey, can I get you a drink or something? Isn't that something I should be asking you? I came over, after all. Oh, no. Well, I'd appreciate it and everything, but I'm just not much of a drinker. Plus, my friends need someone to drive us home. If they aren't going home without someone else, of course. Which they probably will be. Well, okay, let's both stay sober then. Only seems fair. If your friends bail, we can always grab a drink after to celebrate a little freedom. I guess that's true. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of go off on tangents a lot. You asked about the cons I go to, right? First, I want to ask a test question. Do you know why I'm dressed this way at the moment? That's an anime, right?
Something about the con, I guess?
Yeah. Well, from the conversation, I assume it's something to do with the cons you go to. That's right. I'm actually a cosplayer. Oh, that makes sense. This is one of the outfits that looks like one of my favorite characters. Ah, fuck. I've always been a big fan of cartoons, comics, video games, and video game characters, and all sorts of stuff. Dressing up helps me express myself, and a lot of my friends say that I do it pretty well, too. You know you're talking to a fellow nerd. I think I recognize her from the kids' show. I think I've seen a picture of her one time. It's totally Greek to me. I'm, like, sort of familiar, like the yin-yang on the side.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
I think I recognize her.
I think I know that character you're dressing up as. You look really cute in that outfit. Honestly, you could pass it off as just a normal outfit, although a little colorful and, well, high cut. Thanks. And in the interest of returning the compliment, you look... Ooh, fuck. I'm so burpy. You look great in that outfit, too. Her smile lit up the club. Oh, here we go. It was a little hard to tell if she was just complimenting the TV show character or her outfit that had done it. I guess they were similar, but the subtle flirtation went over her head a little. How come you're wearing your costume at a club, though? I don't think you'd find someone else in here who'd be doing the same thing. I know, it was just a surprise party. My actual birthday was last week, and I was experimenting with the fur dye to get the patterns right. My mom pretty much opened the door and told me your friends are in the driveway waiting to pick you up. Oh, I wish that ever happened to me even once. I wasn't going out in my normal clothes while my dye was still fresh. You didn't have time to quickly change? Well, when I cosplay I dye my fur pretty extensively. I didn't want to go through the trouble of trying to explain it to my friends that so I just went like this where I could, just pretend I was someone else.
Bless you.
My goodness. I think your friends could have known it was you in that outfit. They did go to your house after all, right? I guess so, huh? Let's just say that it made it more sense to go full hog to wear the outfit to match rather than just being Sky, but with yellow fur, or the character on a super casual day. Oh, I know who she's trying to be. She's trying to be, Renamon from Digimon.
Oh.
That's why the eyes are black and blue, and the yin-yang. Oh, and that's why it's white, white out here and yellow here. Oh shit. It's been a good icebreaker with you so far. Comfort, flirt, discourage, or leave. What you think, Danny? Flirt?
Comfort. Comfort.
Oh, comfort. Oh, okay. If cosplaying makes you feel more comfortable, then I say do it as much as you want. I just hopefully you don't feel like you need to hide behind a persona for me. Yeah, this has been translated a couple times, I feel. I just hope you don't feel like you need to hide behind a persona for me. You seem like a nice girl when you're being yourself, too. Thanks, Virgo. You've been really sweet to listen to me and go on about myself. You seem like a great person, and I'd love to get to know more about you, but my friends are gonna kill me if we go somewhere else to talk. They'll think I went off to sleep with someone. You want me to leave? No, but it's getting late, and I was getting ready to leave before you came over. I can't really leave my friends hanging out after skulking all night, and I promised to drive them home soon. You helped make the night at least a little bit more fun, Virgo. Thank you. Do you have an IM I can message you at? A what? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me give you my mobile number instead. We'll trade instant messengers later. Sky takes the receipt for her drink and quickly scribbles a string of numbers on the back, smiling as she hands it over to me. I guess she beat me to asking her for it, so I must have made a pretty good impression. Yes! Thank you, Danny, wingman of the century. How about we meet up again soon, somewhere a bit more quiet, hopefully. That's if you want to, of course. You don't have to call me. We can talk on Discord or something. Wow. What a coincidence. Thanks, Sky. I'll let you know when I'm free. I'm gonna go find my friends and tell them they can either come home with me now or I'm gonna leave them here.
Bro.
This club is making me claustrophobic. Thanks for chatting here, girl. I really enjoyed it.
Active right now.
Me?
No.
So how's it feel being on Hakuna?
Sky bounced out of her seat, taking a quick sip from her drink and slipping over to my side of the booth. She gave me a quick hug around my shoulders, platonic but grateful, as she walked off into the crowd with dancers, a crowd of dancers, with her head held a little higher and her tail wagging bushily. Yeah. She seems nice, pretty nerdy, which I wasn't expecting from the club. I'll call her sometime. Yes.
Right.
New contact. And I assume
Should we
she's
talk
gone?
to him
Yeah, and it's
now?
gone.
Yes.
It's either
Let's
this
talk to
one,
him.
Kobe, or the DJ.
The other one.
This one.
The other one. Let's talk to the other one.
Green tail.
Mhm.
Oh, he's cute.
I remember this one. I saw one where this one gets fucked by a lion.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Despite him being alone at the bar of one of the most active nightclubs I'd seen in recent memory. Hold on.
Oh.
Hi, sorry. I have to move. I have to move the mic a little closer to me now because my mom's going to bed, and I'd like to let her sleep. So
Yeah,
I do have to check what time it is. 10:51. Okay, that means the recording is running right around 40 minutes. Despite him being alone at the bar of one of the most active nightclubs I'd seen in recent memory, my eye was drawn down to the slender feline leaning over his book. He would sit there for a long moment, and then, without cue, he would scribble frantically in the leather-bound journal spread out before him. Now and then he would lift his glass from the bar and lean back, pausing to take a drink as if someone was expecting him to. This adorable ruse was undermined, though, however, as each sip was followed by a grimace of barely contained disgust. Ask about the drink, ask about the scribbles, introduce yourself.
Ask about the scribbles.
I moved my seat closer to his, stealing a glance or two at what he was doing. The whole page was packed from end to end with a stream of consciousness, broken only by the occasional notes and edits. He must have been less in his own world than I thought, because I became aware of his eyes locked on me with the ends of his mouth turned downward. Pardon me, it's not polite to read over someone's shoulder, particularly the shoulder of a complete stranger. Sorry, you seem to be working too intent. You seem to be working so intently. I was wondering what could keep you so engrossed when an entire nightclub is pumping and thumping around you. What's to say that pumping and thumping don't help to contribute to my creativity? Being immersed in the beating heart of popular shut up, Danny, shut up. Shut up. Fair enough. Myself, I usually prefer a little peace and quiet when I'm going to be working on something important, particularly because strange people might come up and start reading over your shoulder. Sorry about that. I'm fine.
What was that?
I had to clear my throat and my nostrils.
Gotcha.
And it's Virgo, by the way. Sorry, I know questions first isn't exactly the best manners. You just seemed a little out of your element. I'm Seth. I'll admit, it's an escape, but it's also to help me work through the creative process. Many famous authors immerse themselves in the popular culture of their day to draw new experiences and observe people in new environments. Oh my god, he's a writer. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged in part because it was their particular interest more than strict research. You don't strike me as the type to write romance or erotica, though. Why would you think that? I mean, I don't, but why would you assume that is the only motivation for me to be at this club? Mostly because even the bouncers are wearing half the clothing you are. And because I came here with my brother Kobe, specifically because this is his favorite place to meet guys for a fling. You have to admit, your choice of ambiance suggests something more than just curiosity of pop culture. By now he was blushing furiously, the spots of red visible between his snowy white cheek fur. Oh, that's cute. Despite his attempt at being aloof, something spoke about his relative discomfort in being here. I'm not here to judge, it's just, well, interesting. I get enough stories from Kobe to get an idea of how this place tends to function if you appear to be actively avoiding that function. Well, I'm honoring my craft, trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone so I have a breath. I was right, shut up. So I have a breadth of experience to write from. It's the sort of thing authors do. So you're a writer? What experience are you getting? Sure, you're not just lonely.
So you're a writer.
So you're a writer. Maybe you've written something I've heard of before. What do you have out there?
Well, I'm not published per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as some sort of dilettante. Dilettante?
Yes.
Dilettante.
So you just like the title? Do you have anything I can read?
Do you have something I can read?
Yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Authors rarely have a single work to their name. Do you have something I could read? He sat upright, the slouch that had been so prevalent before suddenly vanishing. His ears perked up as well before he glanced to the side and then back at me. It took a long moment before he responded.
I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still rough drafts, though. I haven't had it run through an editor, so don't expect too much.
Hesitantly? Ooh, fuck, I'm tired. Hesitantly, he shut up. I'll kill you. Hesitantly. I love you, Danny. You're amazing. Hesitantly, he dug in the shoulder bag beside him before producing another composition.
Composition
Composition notebook that he sat down in front of me.
It's mostly snippets and some poetry. I know, it's self-indulgent to play with rhymes, but you have to find your muse when it comes.
He watched I feel like I gave him a good voice. He watched intently as I skimmed over his work. It was mostly fluff, fragments of ideas, and the occasional clever rhyme. Each piece seemed short, as if they were cut off before completion. He seemed to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration.
Well, what did you think? I mean, I can't expect too much from what I provided, but input is always appreciated.
Be honest, be kind, be blunt. Be kind. I'm seeing quite a few good ideas here, and even more interesting takes on ideas you're pursuing. You should really seek publication.
You're too kind, really. It's definitely the direction I'm going. But I definitely feel... but I feel like I need to work on it a little more. Danny. It's okay.
What?
It's okay. It's okay. I promise it's
Go
okay.
ahead. Okay, continue reading.
I feel like I need to work on it a little more before I get it to where...
I lost the voice.
to where I'm completely comfortable with the idea.
You seem very sensitive about your work for someone who's writing in the public eye.
Well, writing is it pulls quite deeply from my internet wall.
My internal well. Internet well.
My internal wall.
Shut up. Everything I write is in some way a reflection of myself.
I suppose it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? Since you clearly aren't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance, I'm curious as to what your motivation is.
Mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Kobe, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to go home. Or doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems, and he wanted a ride. A match made in, well, necessity.
Well then, where else might you have gone if you had the option, ignoring cost, location, or any of that?
Somewhere quiet, somewhere interesting, or here.
Remember, he likes peace and quiet.
Yeah. So, probably somewhere quiet, right?
Yeah.
I tend to be a little more restrained, so I probably would have gone somewhere a little quieter. A library, museum, or something like that. Somewhere I can hear my own thoughts. Oh, he's gonna like that. A smile twitched at the edge of his... Oh, yeah, A smile twitched at the edges of his mouth as he scribbled into his notebook. He tapped the eraser against the page before looking back up at me thoughtfully.
Feeling a bit out of your element too, then? I can certainly understand that feeling, but it's always good to break out of your comfort zone.
He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo-interrogation. He looked up from his notebook with excitement.
So, being that we are in this club, and you already expressed curiosity as to why I'm here, what do you like about this club?
Dancing, drinking, relaxing,
Socializing.
socializing. When I'm feeling mopey or just have too much time, I like to find other people to be around. Conversation, laughs, and banter between friends really helps to perk me back up. He looked a little surprised, jotting down a few extra lines in his notebook before glancing back up at me.
I suppose I should be flattered by... I suppose I should be flattered you've directed your attentions to just me then. Extroverts commonly don't enjoy engaging with me for extended periods of time. So we've established where you want to be and why you want to be there, but the big question is, who do you want to be there with? What kind of person would you like to be looking for at this club?
I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that this is something more than what's simple research. He shot me a Cheshire cat grin and placed his hand on his chest in mock shock. Clearly he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. Someone interesting.
Yes.
I'm hoping to meet someone interesting. Someone with stories and a sort of confident charm that enraptures you. The kind of person you can have a good laugh or a thoughtful discussion with. Apparently, I said the right thing. A smile spread across his lips before resting his pen on the table. Without even looking to the notebook, he continued.
I agree completely. Looks can be nice, but if there's no substance behind them, then what's the point? A wholly rounded individual is far more important than just one aspect.
Yes, I felt that in my soul.
Yes.
Alright, one more question, and then I should really find Kobe and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night.
I suppose I have been prying pretty heavily. That said, you've been a very interesting character to study, to say the least. It's where I actually get to interact with someone.
I'd hoped it was more than just an intellectual diversion. Is that not the case?
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you're the first person who's stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink order.
I smiled and leaned on the bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately, okay, so what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something in the margins. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed.
I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story. There was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along?
Sure.
Sure. I'd love to. What time?
Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when to get there.
Yes. He tore off the corner of a notebook page absent-mindedly, leaving a snippet of poetry in the upper half, and passed it to me. Thanks. It'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone.
Sounds like a date.
Oh, wait, no. I swapped the voices back, so it sounds like a date then.
I suppose it is. I need to get going, but be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save us a seat.
After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. Fuck yes. The phone number of... Oh, I didn't see his name. Okay, should we talk to the DJ or Kobe?
DJ.
Let's talk to the DJ real quick. Excuse me, hello? Hey, Mr. DJ. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you down there. What's up? I'd like to request a song if that's alright. Hold on, I have to turn on some knobs. Alright, yeah, sure, no problem. But listen, I'm trying to put on a show here. Here's my number, just text me your request and I'll get to it. Oh, sure, thanks.
There you go.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. Ooh, there's a lot of Mitzi's songs here.
Oh my god.
We'll do Lustrum. If I can find it, here it is. Fuck yeah. This one is so underrated. Okay. I don't think there's any furthering of that. So I think we have to either I think that's the
Let's
exit,
go,
so let's talk to Kobe. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Kobe.
Hey bro, can I borrow you for a second? What's up? Hang out, any advice, met anyone yet, head home, never mind.
Can I hang out with you?
Familiar face would be nice. Can I hang out with you?
I was kind of hoping I could meet some guys while we're here. I don't think you'd particularly want to watch me grinding on laps. Besides, people are gonna think we're a unit.
Fuck.
Don't let me cramp your style. You can totally use the dance floor, though. Bust a move.
Okay. Meet anyone yet? How's the manhunt going?
Still working up the courage to ask someone out. It can be hard to tell if they're looking at you or the girls behind you. People here are a bit more open, but still don't want to misread the signals, you know?
I can see about 10 guys that are likely interested just from here.
Any advice?
Any advice? I'm kind of lost as to what I should be doing here. Any advice for a first-timer?
It's a huge club, Virgo. And if the dance floor is too busy for you, there's a chill lounge in the back, an upstairs area for winding down.
There's more?
Yeah,
Oh, and the
apparently.
bar, too, just across the room. They have everything here. Pamper yourself. Not sure if I'm the pampering type. Well, maybe someone here is looking for someone to pamper them for the night.
You'll be fine. Go mingle.
Well, you've mingled with people here.
Wait, achievement unlocked. Last night a DJ saved my life?
What?
Oh, that's the
That's the
exit.
exit. Yeah. Turn the other way. Just head
Here.
up there.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, goodness. Who should we talk to?
Okay.
Stop.
There
Her.
we go. Time on the dance floor seemed a little too much like the deep end. Anyway, I didn't want to crowd Kobe. Maybe after I got a feel for the lounge. Speaking of, over the bustle of the crowd, one of the loungegoers caught my eye. Not at least because of her outfit. Stood out above the clubbing gear of the other patrons, sipping a cocktail. Oh my god, cat, you stink. You shit yourself? I think my cat just took hot shit. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Okay. Sipping a cocktail, her sheer slip gave her an outline of undeniable elegance. She seemed happy enough taking shallow sips from her glass, her eyes on one of the girls giving her all on the pull. Maybe I should introduce myself?
Yes, introduce yourself.
Go over and introduce?
Mm-hmm.
She seemed interesting enough and wasn't with anyone from what I could tell. No point in being here and not introducing myself. I made my way over, trying my best to keep time to the music. She caught my eye and I leant in. Leant? Shouldn't it be leaned?
Lent. It's lent in.
Lent in? I've never heard it used that way.
That's how it's said. I don't know where you got leaned from.
Shouldn't it be leaned?
No,
I leaned
it's
in.
lent.
I leant in to speak.
I lent in to speak over.
The background sounds. I've never heard that word used that way. Hey, I'm Virgo. You mind if I sit with you?
Mercy, nice to meet you.
Oh, it's doing the thing. She seemed a little preoccupied by the dancers, admiring them with a keen regard. Maybe she was a dancer. Stop auto-skipping.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, gotta agree with you there. I've never seen so many good-looking people all in one place.
Takes a lot of poise and a certain degree of confidence, of course. Do you see how she holds herself? Ha! I suppose it's silly to say I'm envious. As she took another sip from her drink, her hand wobbled slightly. She was still smiling warmly, but it seemed like her flush was more from the alcohol than the dancers. Was she drunk? Keep talking, or maybe not when she's drunk.
Keep talking.
Tease about the drink, compliment her, compliment the dancer, admit to a different preference. Not really my area of expertise. I can't dance.
Compliment.
She seemed open enough to chatting more. I took the opportunity to slip in beside her on the couch. She took her eyes off the dancer. Mission accomplished. No, a pretty woman like you? I guess I'm surprised. You look like you have everything together. Honestly, I'm the one who should be feeling a little outclassed. Mercy smiled and nudged me with her shoulder, confidence shining through her grin. Lucky me, smooth operator. So, Virgo, join me at the bar? I'd rather be talking to you than looking at her right now. She had an infectious flirtiness to her. Maybe that was the drink, but as she stood, her fingers ran down my leg, giving me goosebumps. Whew, boy. Flirt dominantly, submissively, or let her down gently. I'm not feeling it.
Or submissively, because that was kind of something.
I was gonna say I feel this one. Her enthusiasm was contagious as I stood to follow her. I smiled back, hips giving the slightest sway as we walked together. I let my eyes run down her form, not caring what she saw, admiring her posture, the curve of her hips, and the fullness of her bust, as the dress caught the club's lights and lit her in 1,000 complimentary shades. Lead the way. So, what are you drinking? Ask her to choose beer, Spirit on the Rocks, something with soda, or water.
Ask her this.
I don't mind showing you the ropes. How about cherry daiquiri? Yes! I like her already.
Cherry daiquiri is fine.
The bartender made our drinks as she sat pretty, a jewel at the bar. It occurred to me to ask her about the outfit. So you're dressed. It's boutique, right? Certainly caught my eye of the sea of Spicer's gift tees and crop tops. Spicer's? Is that a play on Spencer's?
I guess.
Good eye, yes. It's a Typhoon original. Do you think it looks good on me? Oh my god, it's awesome.
Or subtly.
I think it's a flattering cut. It shows you're a woman who's not to be taken lightly. I like it. It suits someone like you perfectly. Thanks. It means a lot, really. And hey, you're not too bad looking yourself. Maybe. I could stand a few pointers sometimes. That'd be interesting. Okay, deep breath, small talk. I swear I used to be good at this. Talk about small talk.
Pushed in the face.
Ask about her. Honey, I told you to mute.
So,
I was
Mercy,
talking
is
to
there...
you, Danny.
I know, I told you to mute.
So, Mercy, is there a generous boyfriend I have to worry about upsetting? Ha! Smooth. But no, nothing like that. I let out a little sigh, half for show. She laughed a little, a happy melody that refreshed me as more than our drinks. Okay, good. Mind if I ask what you do for a job? A tasteful outfit as yours is, I'd imagine, something impressive. I manage a gallery and a couple of artist studios in the city. Nothing too fancy. Honestly, there's not much to say. I enjoy it. Well, now I'm impressed. I'm in the market for something new myself, and you've got me beat handily. I tipped my glass, toasting her earnestly. She returned the gesture. Well, I'm glad you found this bar lush amusing enough. Flirt subtly, overtly, this has been one big tease. Jasmine, how are you playing this game?
Once again, flirt subtly.
I have to be honest, I was hoping I'd meet someone here, but I wouldn't have dared hope for someone like you. I feel the same, trust me. I cupped her hand on the bar and stroked over her fingers. Here goes nothing. I'd like to see you again. See where this is going. She flushed a little with a smirk, seeming to squirm in her seat, trying to decide before reaching into her purse to retrieve a card. Good to know. For now, it's getting late. Give me a call sometime. You can reach me on my cell or the gallery number. Slipping from the bar stool, she stood, awkwardly tottering, as she was more than a little drunk. Mercy blushed as she smoothed her dress down. Was that a bulge? Well, that's certainly a development. Take the card. Is it too interesting to pass up? Yes. Alright, go back upstairs.
Am I not the best wingman?
You're the fucking best wingman.
I guess there's no one else to talk to there.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on.
Who should we talk to now?
Oh, here we go.
That's the lion guy!
Couldn't help but notice the lion at the back of the room. His face had a placid mask, as the parrot next to him seemed locked in a scowl. Despite my best intentions, I couldn't help but overhear the snippets of what they were saying.
Seriously? You're going to make a big deal out of this?
Yeah, I am. What were you thinking?
That I'd like to have some fun for a change.
Then go have some fucking fun. And once you're done, you can stay gone. Neither of them moved for a long moment. The snarl on the parrot's beak grew sharper, and it parted long enough for an exhale. Nothing was spoken, though. Instead, the parrot turned on his heel with a snort and strode back towards the bar. The lion tried not to watch as the parrot moved through the crowd on the dance floor. His eyes darted toward the corners, catching a glimpse or two before the crowd engulfed the parrot. After a beat, the lion's expression changed. His emerald green eyes narrowed and scanned the rooms as his corners of his mouth began to rise. A twinge of fear tickled the back of my neck as those eyes settled on me. The lion drew his tongue slowly over his lips, and the two very wicked-looking fangs came into view. Oh dear.
Let's see where this goes.
He took a crooked finger at me, urging me over. Approach him. Despite my reservations, I felt drawn in. His smile grew more predatory, and the taut muscles beneath his shirt tensed enticingly as he shifted to give me a once-over. Well, would you look at that? I'm surprised you came over to me, but happy to see you here. I was just about to buy myself a drink. Don't suppose you'd like one too, hmm? Sure. Right?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm a little parched, and a drink could help me relax. Sounds good. Let me order something up for us. The lion glanced over at the bar for a moment before walking over and placing an order. Unfortunately, there's nothing more awkward than standing alone in an active nightclub. Glancing between the club-goers, I felt a little exposed until he walked back with 2 highball glasses. Handing one to me, I glanced down to see what it was. Each glass had 2 cubes of ice and a cherry, bobbing in an amber beverage. There we go. I always like to have a couple in me when I'm chatting. Takes the edge off. Might even give you something to do other than stare at me. Not that I mind. So, I'm Dustin. What's your name, kid? Virgo. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you? You sure you're in the right place, kid? Anyway, the name's Dustin. Didn't he already say that? What brings you here, Virgo? You don't look like the type to cruise bars. Considering how quickly you came over, I figure you don't have a date waiting on you. I could feel my cheeks flush as those hungry eyes kept wandering over me. No, I just came here with my brother. He'd been wanting to get out of the house, and I said I'd come along. You sure there wasn't another reason? I want to dance, I want to find a date, I want to get laid.
Honestly, that's what he was talking about in the first place.
This one?
Find a date.
I couldn't hear you. You lagged out. To be
sorry.
honest, I'm kind of looking for someone to get to know. It's been a rough time recently, and being alone has just made it harder. That's adorable. Dear God, you're miles away from the right place for it, but it's adorable. Most people may be here for a quick fuck, but some of them are looking for a little more too. Does that include you too? Maybe. Guess you'll have to keep talking to find out. What do you mean? Well, I don't do complete strangers, and I don't do small talk, which means I'm going to need some conversation if you want to keep this going. After all, we've both got drinks. Be ashamed to waste them on empty chatter. Dustin's eyes glimmered a little bit in the dim light. I felt another tingle up my spine. I suppose it would be a good idea to get to know each other better. Fair enough. Why don't I start?
Who was that guy from earlier?
I don't mean to pry, but I couldn't help but overhear you talking to that guy earlier. What was that all about? You got that, huh? Shit, not the best way to make a first impression. That was my date for tonight. Emphasis on the was. I suppose I should have seen it coming. We've been on the rocks for quite some time. What happened? We came here to look for a third. This is his idea to spice up the relationship. Problem is, once he finds one, he doesn't want to share. Sounds like a real jerk, I think, right?
Yes.
You keep lagging out. Don't get mad at me.
How?
Sounds like you made out fairly well in the deal. Maybe so. Still not happy about it, though. Gonna have to get him moved out, deal with that fallout. It's way more of a pain than I wanted to deal with. Yeah, but I can't imagine things were going recently. Harsh, but true. It's a relief, but still not something that makes for good conversation. Look on his face suggests I should probably change the subject to something a little more pleasant.
You.
Speaking of conversation, you haven't said much about yourself. Fair enough. There's not much to tell that I can repeat in public.
What do you do for a living?
Well, what do you do for a living? Currently, I'm slinging coffee and scones at Man's Best Friend. It's a local cafe that most people around have frequent. It's not the most glamorous job, but it pays the bills and my student loans. Student loans? Or you'd rather work somewhere else?
Not the most glamorous job being you rather work somewhere else.
If you'd asked a couple of years ago, probably. Now, well, it's kind of a comfortable rut. Keeps me afloat, gives me time to go clubbing, and I got good coworkers. But you wanted something else back then? Was studying to be a lawyer and pretty gung-ho about it all the time. Fancy office, big paycheck, and the nice suits. It was an appealing career. Take it things didn't pan out. Had a dose of reality and realized that maybe a high-stress job wasn't the best option for me. Still interested in wrapping up the degree, maybe opening a practice locally. Don't know when that'd happen though. Dreams are meant to be pursued. Sometimes being comfortable is more important.
Sometimes being comfortable is more important.
Dreams can be overrated at times. Sometimes it's just nice to have something steady to rely on. Could be right. I mean, it's not a six-figure salary, but working in a cafe has its perks. Caffeine aside, I don't know. Like I said, I'd feel worse leaving all that stuff unfinished. Can't stick to my old routine forever, right? About me? Yeah, let's do about me before we go somewhere private.
Yeah.
I suppose I should talk a little bit about myself. That's the first step in getting to know someone. So, what do you like when you're not in the club? Unemployed or exploring?
Exploring.
I'm taking some time to get to know me. Get out and see what this town has to offer. You got plenty of free time to do that, do you, kid? Well, I'm kind of between jobs at the moment. Not ideal, but I'm trying to make the best of it. Hope you're not looking for a sugar daddy while you're back on your feet. Settle for just a daddy. Nah, I've got some savings. Why are you offering?
Some savings.
No worries. I was smart and made sure that I had a nest egg. Smart and freely available. You get more interesting by the moment, kid. Hey now, I didn't say I'd be a sugar daddy either. Ha! Well, we can go Dutch then. It's only fair. How's the job hunt going? Not great, alright, or amazing?
Huh?
I didn't catch that.
Alright.
I'm just getting started, so it's going alright. Had a few callbacks, found some interesting places to work. Sounds like you got this pretty much figured out. I like that, kid. I like to think I got it together. That said, I'm sure you didn't want to talk about your job status all night. Talking about my lack of a job wasn't the best choice of conversation topic. Maybe I should try something else.
Let's find somewhere private this time. Somewhere private.
I'm saving. He's been dropping hints all night. Maybe I should try something a little risque. Tease him as top, tease him as a bottom. He definitely strikes me as Dom, so I'm gonna go this way. Right now, I'm looking to expand my horizons, you know? Find a nice guy and tease him till he can't stand it anymore and just has to explode. Whoa, 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 kid. The heck was that? Just a suggestion, or got you just joking? Come on, we're both here. You've been hinting about it all night. Why don't we just cut to the chase? There's no chase to cut to at this point, kid. Maybe on the prowl, but that doesn't mean I'm desperate for a bite. I need you on top of me. You'd like to be under me. Just joking.
I'm just joking. He's starting to get comfortable.
Just joking. Got you with that one. I'd better change the subject quickly.
Let's talk about him this time.
Shit, I think we fucked up.
Damn it.
Make this official, find somewhere private.
You want to find somewhere private?
We just tried that, though.
Okay. Let's make this official.
Think you could just make that kind of a choice and have it stick? I like you, Dustin, and I want to see where this goes. Or yes, I do.
Yes.
This one?
I like you. Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
I think it's worth giving it a shot. Well, I can't exactly argue with that. We chatted for a little. Yes, okay, good. It got better. I was really scared.
Oh my god, same. Oh my god.
I was really scared that we fucked it.
Screwed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
we chatted a little more, and the smile on his face growing wider. His paw rested on my shoulder, and he drew close enough for me to catch his intoxicating scent. Oh boy, the man is musked. I think we should retire to one of the private booths they've got here. Oh boy, here we go. We're going to save slot 2. We're gonna go end this recording